I won't have to rent skis this year because Tom gave me his old pair. Do the right thing for a change. We make the best guitars in the world. I wasn't the only one that got arrested. Do you know how much it costs to do that? Do you know how much it costs to do that? I like to do this in my free time. In my free time, that's what I like to do. I like to do that in my free time. The accident happened at the intersection near Tom's house. Tom has a firm handshake. I think you have too many of those. I think that you have too many of those. Tom's toothbrush is blue. Mary's is red. The blue toothbrush is Tom's. The red one's Mary's. Where can I find out more about this? Where's the nearest Chinese restaurant? Today is a pleasant day. I'd like to send this to Australia. I live in a tiny apartment. Tom demonstrated how the machine worked. I'll give you a ride to the bus stop. I'll drive you to the bus stop. It's more than 3 miles to the station. Can Tom make it to the meeting? Will Tom be able to make it to the meeting? I got here 3 hours ago. I got here 3 weeks ago. Tom is eating strawberry ice cream. Can your children speak French? Can your children speak French too? Are your children able to speak French? Are your children able to speak French too? Do you remember the first time that I kissed you? Do you remember the first time I kissed you? I'm optimistic about the future. What does Tom want for lunch? Is Tom a hard worker? Will you be able to attend our wedding? How much did the train tickets cost? How much were the train tickets? You need to do it before it's too late. I don't think that was what Tom said. I don't think that was what Tom said. I think Tom said something else. I think that Tom said something else. Did you notice anything unusual? Have you started your new job yet? What color is your pack? Tom doesn't eat enough vegetables. Are Tom and John identical twins? I might not feel like doing that tomorrow. I need to go to school today. Tom has never ridden in a sports car. Tom isn't the one playing the piano. I'd like some feedback. I'm waiting to see what kind of feedback I get. How would you approach this problem? How would you go about solving this problem? What day of the week is it today? Will you be here this evening? Will you be coming here this evening? Will you be coming this evening? I think that it tastes good. I didn't think that it tasted very good. I don't think it tasted very good. Whether or not I go depends on the weather. Whether I go or not depends on the weather. I'll talk to Tom about that soon. I'll talk to Tom soon. Tom doesn't know many people in Boston. Does Tom really hate Mary? Is it true that Tom hates Mary? How are you paying? My grandfather can't hear very well. What did you do with all the stuff that was here? What did you do with all the empty boxes that were here? What kind of products does your company make? What do you make in this factory? What kind of shoes does this factory make? The room is big, almost too big. Have you ever made more than $30,000 in 1 month? Do you think you can make use of this? I don't know what I have to write. What kind of medicine do they make here? What kind of grades do you make in French? What kind of grades do you make in French class? At the job interview, I was asked what I made at my current job. What do you usually make for breakfast? What did you make for dinner? What did Tom make you do? I was in love with you. The first time I saw it was 3 years ago. You should change out of those wet clothes and put on something dry. The church is midway between your house and mine. Can you tell me your last name? A winter without snow isn't winter. You learn a lot more with your ears than with your eyes. Do I have to go to the hospital? I woke up really late.